Hallmarkies, it's Amy. Welcome back to our mega March episode of Once Upon an Upside. We have 5 mini reviews from March from Once Upon an Upside for you guys this month. And I just want to come on here and give you guys like a little bit of background and stuff about these reviews. First off, I just want to say that these reviews were pre-recorded in late February and the first few days of March, so there is nothing regarding COVID-19 in any of the reviews, so it's not that we're like not talking about what's going on or like ignoring what's going on in the world or anything like that. It's just these were pre-recorded very, very far in advance. If you would like to know more about what UPTV specifically and Up Faith and Family are doing regarding COVID-19 though, I'm going to put a link. The first link in the description will be to the Up CEO talking about what Up Faith and Family is doing regarding COVID-19. So if you guys want to learn more about what Up is doing, that link will be in the description for all of you guys. But on more of a happier note, we also got the opportunity on Hallmarkies to interview Lila Fitzgerald, which is the star of one of the movies we talk about in this episode, Undercover Angel. So if you guys have not listened to that already, I'm going to put that link in the description as well so that you guys can check out our interview with Lila Fitzgerald. In this episode, we talk about 5 Up TV movies which were released in March, and that includes Secret Millionaire, Tomboy, Advance and Retreat, Diagnosis Delicious, and Undercover Angel. We hope you enjoy this episode talking about those 5 movies, and yeah, I'll see you guys really soon. Welcome back to Once Upon an Upside. I am Amy, here with my lovely, the one, the only Amber as my co-host.
Hey everybody! Also, don't forget to buy some Amy Lynn Craig swag on our store.
Yeah, if you go over to the Hallmarkies merch store, we have Amy Lynn Craig merch, we have Hallmarkies merch. I think we might have some Once Upon an Upside merch sometime.
Not yet, but soon.
Soon in the future. Yeah, but we've got all different types of merch, including Amber gets to wear my initials on her chest, so that's awesome. All right, but today we are here talking about the recent Up premiere. So we're talking about the movie Secret Millionaire. So Secret Millionaire is about this woman named Allison and a guy named Sean. So Sean is going to have to go work for the Peyton Company, which is his dad's company where they are a development company, and he doesn't want to work for his dad's company. So instead he makes a deal with his dad that he's going to get a job. So he gets a job working at a food truck with Allison. Allison is she loves to work for a cause, and so she's trying to fight not for a park not to be leveled for a development that happens to be happening from Sean's dad. So Allison thinks Sean is a valet. Sean didn't tell her that he's actually, the heir to the throne of the development company. And so chaos kind of ensues from there. And spoiler alert, the park survives.
They did it.
The end.
Now, I want to ask you, because this is kind of a save the store kind of a thing, right? Did it bug you?
Not as much as it normally would. Because it was more hidden, I guess.
I honestly, it didn't bug me, and I was so surprised about that.
That's good. I think what bugged me more was him, because, we just got one of those lying stories last month. Mm-hmm. I think his, lying about his identity thing, that's what bugged me a little bit more.
I like the idea, and this is the thing that I actually really liked about this, was she didn't seem mad that he had lied once she kind of got over it. You know what I mean? Sometimes the people are never lie to me again. How dare you? Right? Yeah. But she's I get it. Not wanting people to judge you for being a millionaire. Afterwards, she got that. So that didn't bother me the way it usually does when people get mad at the reveal.
I just didn't, I don't know. It just seemed, I don't know. I don't always like them hiding things. And
oh, I love when they hide things. It's like my bread and butter, right?
Let's be honest. This was a lot better than the one last month, though.
For sure.
Where they were hiding things.
For sure. Can we talk about Pascal real quick? I know we're just jumping right in, but I just have to talk about, did you think he was going to be a corporate spy?
Yes. And then he just kind of disappeared, and I was like, wait, what?
He was just like a weird liar, but like,
Yeah,
what?
I was like, why? What? It was confusing.
What was even the point of him saying he got 500 signatures?
Exactly, like, just to make her like him, but the thing is, like, he didn't actually get them, so it's not gonna make her like him more.
Yeah, his lies were not the kind of lies I like. Because if you're gonna lie, be smart about it. That's the most easily disproved lie of all time.
Mm-hmm. Like, it didn't even make any sense at all. I don't know. And then he just disappeared after that. So I was like, okay, well, we're never going to see him again. So bye. Like,
yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't understand the point of him. If I thought for sure he's going to be a corporate spy, so that he'll at least have a purpose other than just being weird. But no.
Yeah. Nope. He was just there and then he was gone. I did like the storyline between Beth and Caden. I thought that was really cute. And it kind of made a little bit more sense because they were all working towards the same petition.
Oh, yeah. I was totally on board with their cute storyline.
Yeah.
Adam DeMarco, holy moly.
He's gorgeous.
I've liked him in other things that I've seen him in, but like, whatever. But in this one, come on. For Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Save some adorableness for the other people.
I know, right? It's so good. I would love him to be a lead in something, like in a Hallmark movie or Up movie or something like that. It'd be nice.
It would be so nice.
Yeah.
And also Steve Lund was so good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree.
And his friend, the men in this movie were so
on
great.
point. Yeah.
It was like his friend, loved him.
Great.
I liked that the Candace lady wasn't actually like a romantic obstacle. That was a fun twist.
Yeah, because I was like gonna be so annoyed. I was like, oh my god, and it's gonna look like he's cheating on her or something or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. But then when it ended up being like, no, I want to make a business deal with you. I don't want to date you. I was like, oh,
it was refreshing. I liked it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do have to say, I felt like the dialogue in this movie was super realistic.
Oh, really? Yeah.
In that, that's exactly what boring people really sound like when they talk.
Yep. A little bit.
Anyway. As a little shade. But, you know, that's why
no
we have
shade,
trees.
No tea, but.
Yeah, bye. But anyway.
Yeah. I do wish that Beth and Caden, they didn't really have, like, an ending. Like, I don't know. It just
I don't know what you mean.
What?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, he asked her to be his girlfriend, and then he left, and then that was it. Like, we didn't see them again.
Well, we just assumed that they're dating.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I thought there would have been, like, a nice, like, because they all started, like, the whole movie started, like, as an ensemble thing. Like, all of them were together. I thought there would have been something at the end like that because they're roommates and stuff. But, you know, whatever. It was okay. I wanted to see something else. Them all saving the next park. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't need to see them save another park. One's fine. You only need one park.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I got to say.
Cool.
All right. So what did you rate this one?
So like I said, I thought the male leads were really good, and honestly, Steve Lund sold the dialogue for me when he was doing it, but it was real lame.
Yeah.
And so I'm giving it a 7.2.
Whoa. Okay. I gave it a 6.5.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
I like Steve Lund and Adam DeMarco were so good though.
Yeah, no, they did a fantastic
That's why they pulled it up for me.
Yeah. Well, I was originally like, oh, save the blank or whatever. I was very down on it at first. So, yeah. But what did you say?
7.2.
7.2. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I have to edit another balloon.
You should probably have just edited balloons into 10th increments at least.
From 1 through 10, you know how long that would take me? I'd have to do 100.
No, just have an extra balloon that you can stick in there. Bloop, bloop.
That's what I do on Photoshop.
I don't know why you're complaining then. Doesn't sound hard.
Because I already have the ones that are pre-made that are like 1 through 10 and then the halves.
We're fine. 7.2.
Okay, 7.2. Fine. No,
I can't help it. It didn't earn 0.3 more or 0.2 less.
All right, fine. But about the recent UpTV movie release, Tomboy. So,
Tomboy is about a girl. Also, I'm just here by myself today. No, I'm kidding. Also, I'm here with my co-host, Amber.
Surprise! I was here the whole time.
I was just really, like, gung-ho. I'm just like, I want this done. Like, no, I'm kidding. I don't know what I was thinking today. Why don't you give the synopsis, Amber?
Okay, so Tomboy's about a girl named Tori, played by Mackenzie Vega. And she is just like a total bro. She works at an advertising company?
Yeah, like a sports advertising company.
It was a little confusing, but sports and advertising, I'd say.
Yeah. I think it's like their goal is to like get athletes to advertise products, I think is what the company is doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, she works at her job. And she likes this guy named Is his name Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
Okay. She likes this guy named Brian from work who's like super fancy and only dates models. And she also has this friend named Adam who is practically too perfect. And they coach a basketball team together.
Baseball.
A baseball team together. Side note, she has a friend who starts dating some football player.
Mm-hmm.
And that storyline exists. And then for her job, she has to test out all these like makeup products. And because she puts on makeup and is girly, Brian's like, oh, hey, lady in a dress. And basically what you think is going to happen happens.
Yeah. She falls for Adam.
Because how could you not?
I know, right? Okay. So what did you think of this movie?
Okay, honestly, it started out real slow.
Yeah.
Real slow.
Like,
And then
are we there yet?
yeah, it picked up once we got to the movie, it was fine. The scenes with the friend and the football guy were so boring.
Yeah. I was also a little like a 3-mile run on any date. I would be like, are you crazy?
I don't understand why she couldn't be like, no, thank you. He was like, I don't like sushi, so why couldn't she be like, I don't really like X, Y, or Z?
Also, at a sushi restaurant, you can get more than just raw fish.
Yeah, I just don't get any of their conflict. And then, side note, he was really boring, and she was really boring.
The whole thing is, like, I thought this movie was supposed to be about, like, not acting like someone else to be in love. But, like, that's what pretty much this entire movie was. So, yeah. I don't know. It was frustrating.
I don't know. And, like, I was sort of anti the message that Greg Grunberg's character, I'm not 100% sure, but, like, part of the message was, like, don't wear makeup unless you really want to, but even then, probably still don't. I don't know. I didn't like it.
It was weird because, like, I don't know. I probably should have no opinion in this. I personally do not wear makeup. I don't like makeup at all. So this movie was very hard for me to understand because I'm like, are they trying to say that you have to wear makeup to be attractive? And if you don't, you're one of the... like, it just didn't... It didn't make much sense to me. Yeah. I don't know. It didn't.
And, like, the scene where she and her dad were like, right, high heels. And I'm like, high heels are fine.
Like, you can wear high heels if you want, or you don't have to wear high heels, and it doesn't mean you're...
High heels is fine. Makeup is fine.
Yeah.
Dressing in dresses is fine. Wearing blokey clothes is fine. Just be a person.
Yeah, I think they missed the mark on the whole, like, what she was trying to teach the little girl, what was it, Rocky? Like, the whole, like, be yourself thing, I think was supposed to be the message of the movie, but I think they missed the mark.
Yeah, and then here's the other thing that I didn't necessarily love. It's sort of villainized trying things because somebody else likes them.
Yeah.
Or doing things that somebody else likes that you don't necessarily like. Sort of villainized that.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like doing things that you don't necessarily like because you like the people that you're doing them with is healthy.
Mm-hmm. And you also, if you don't try something you don't like, you might never discover something.
I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. Probably 90% of my interests I have, because at one point I was interested in a boy who had that interest.
I don't have the same experience, but I could say a lot of my interests are because of things my friends liked that I didn't necessarily like, but then I did it with them because they wanted to do it. So, like, yeah.
But, like, I mean, I have an issue with saying you like things that you don't like. Right?
Yeah.
But trying things that you don't necessarily think that you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Her wearing makeup and being fancy was fine.
Yeah, maybe she's just turning over a new leaf. Like, you never know. Sometimes
her dad being so rude about it really bugged me.
Exactly. I was like, people can change and alter the way. Like, some people are like, you know, it's spring. I'm gonna dress differently. Like, you never know. Like, come on.
And they were like, you're such a different person now. And I'm like, because she straightened her hair?
I know, right? That irritated me again, too. It's another one of those, curly, wavy hair isn't beautiful, but straight hair is. I hate that storyline so much.
I like their wavy hair.
I know.
I thought she looked super cute at the beginning.
And also, my whole thing is, once she straightened her hair, she looked so much younger.
She did.
So much younger.
That being said, I really liked the looks of Adam. But he was honestly too perfect.
He was, yeah.
Like at the scene where they were going to play frisbee golf and she was like, you're going down, I'm going to beat you. And his response wasn't like, oh, trash talk now. He was like, you are a very capable and independent woman. I was like, okay, that's a good response.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was too perfect.
He was really cute and perfect, and yeah.
But it was like too much almost.
A little bit.
I loved Brian, not in like I want him to succeed way.
Yeah.
He was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, who brings a potted plant on a date?
I know. I was like, bringing her flowers, I didn't think it was a potted plant. Because then the thing is, well, what if that date doesn't go well? What, she just has a potted plant reminding her of a bad date in her house?
It's the best thing that's ever happened.
I was just like, okay.
I want to force any future dates that I have to bring me a potted plant.
I mean, at least it's a conversation starter. You know, you have some people over at your house and they're like, oh, what a beautiful flower. And you're like, yeah, that was a really bad first date, but hey, I got a cool flower out of it.
If anyone is like, hey, what's your favorite flower? I'm going to say potted.
Great. Perfect.
I didn't find any of the characters particularly likable. Even Adam, who was perfect, was too perfect to be likable.
The little girl wasn't good.
But that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But Rocky was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Easily the best part of the show.
Exactly. I agree. She was my favorite part.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And then I had one more nitpick, if you will indulge me. Who has a gala?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how to say it. I'm not fancy enough to know how to say that word. In the middle of the day.
I don't know.
Evening gowns.
No one. That's more like an auction than a gala is something you'd have in the middle of the day.
Well, even at that, it wouldn't be evening gown clothing. It would be like garden party clothes.
Yeah. That's why I was confused. I went like this.
Anyway, and then of course, what coach would miss the championship game even if they were going to a weird midday gala?
I know, right?
I mean, I could understand if it was like a work thing, but it's not.
Or like, well, I had my choir director once missed our big performance because her daughter was getting married.
That doesn't count. That's an excuse. That's fine.
I know.
Anyway, that's basically all I have to say about it. But boy, wasn't that storyline with the taco people so boring.
Yeah. That was it. It was just, I wasn't into this one. The message didn't come through. Yeah.
But Rocky was so good.
Yeah, she was. She was really cute.
And the scenes where Adam wasn't being quite perfect, he was incredible.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think she did a good job. There were some funny moments with her.
I think for what she was given, I think she did a good job.
And
But-
I mean, and most of her funny stuff was at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because once they straightened her hair, they sucked the life right out of her.
Okay.
Anyway, so what did you think?
I think we just talked about it.
I know, balloons wise.
Oh, balloons wise, give it a 4.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Why would you give it?
I gave it 5.8.
Oh, okay.
Because I really did enjoy that middle section.
I don't know.
Before she got super into doing her hair and makeup,
Mm-hmm.
and before she got with Potted Plant was peak
Nice.
for me.
Yes.
And the Rocky Girl was so good. Anyway,
Yeah.
5.8.
All right, awesome. Called Advance and Retreat. So, this movie is about another Allison. Didn't we have an Allison a couple weeks ago?
There are 4 names
In this
in the history of these shows.
Yeah.
Michael and Tom, sometimes Tim, Allison, and that's it.
Okay, so Allison is works at a marketing firm, and she used to work at a summer camp when she was in college. So in college, it was her and
Cody.
Thank you. So in college, her and Cody worked at the summer camp together. So now it's 10 years later, she's working at this marketing firm, and her marketing firm decides to go on a company retreat, which happens to be at the summer camp location that she used to work at when she was in college. So she sees Cody again, and there's, some miscommunication because he was caught kissing another girl, and that's the last time they'd seen each other.
I have to submit a side note.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Simone. Which is the most other womany name in the whole world.
I know, right? Yeah.
Has anyone named Simone other than Simone Biles? But has anyone in fiction named Simone ever been a good person?
Not that I know of.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep. So basically, they go up to the camp. There's, another boyfriend of hers. He's gone now, and and they get back together and they save the camp, and it's happy camper.
It is happy camper. You forgot the side story between Joy and Milo.
Oh yes, the assistant and I don't know what his
other coworker.
Yeah, marketing guy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they have a little romance, and then the assistant gets a job, and it's great.
It is great. I loved them. And then also her friend's pregnant and has a baby.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. That didn't need to be in there at all, but because she could have had another, she could have just been friends with Joy and it would have worked out. I don't see the purpose of there being someone that was not there that she had to talk to.
I 100% agree. I literally wrote the pregnant friend storyline was useless.
Yeah, it really was. Because there was other people at the camp that could have been her friend that she could have talked stuff out with.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just don't understand. I understand people get pregnant and that's a thing, but why is this the storyline they chose to tell?
Yeah. For it to be especially when they're not in the same place pretty much the entire movie. Yeah, so it threw me off a little bit, but other than that part, I really enjoyed this movie.
That is honestly my only downside.
Yeah, exactly. I really, really liked this one because it was a little bit of a save the camp, but it wasn't heavy-handed. It wasn't oh my gosh, the camp's gonna die or whatever. It was genuinely his choice.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the business wasn't going under, was it?
No, it just
was over it.
Yeah, and it wasn't being as successful or as it could have been or whatever. It wasn't he was going bankrupt and he had to sell it or whatever. It was an option, and I think I liked the way of how they found another way to revamp it so that he's still happy in his job and living his dream. I enjoyed that a lot, rather it being then, oh no, we have to save the camp or it's going to close down and no children will ever get to go to camp again.
Right? Yeah.
That's
I
what it
really
could've easily
actually
been.
loved everything about this except for the pregnant lady storyline.
Yeah, same. I agree.
I really
I liked it.
although I do have to say that I agreed with Slicky McHandsome that I'm not a big camping person. And he was like, why would you go camping when they developed not camping? And I'm like, I agree. That's the whole
I'm
point
not a
of
huge
homes.
camping fan, but I do enjoy it from time to time. I mean, I was a Girl Scout, so like every once in a while. I mean, I'm not like full on camping. Like, you are not going to find me in the middle of the woods with no cell phone service and no running water. But like, you know, at a campground, maybe.
I'm just like, I don't know what it is about me, but bugs love me. They're obsessed with me. So there was one time when we went camping when I was little, and I was outside for like 10 minutes, and I hadn't put on bug spray yet, and I had 45 mosquito bites on my back.
My gosh. Jeez.
They're obsessed with me. I'm amazing. I know. I get it. But also, I hate outside.
I don't have a bug problem as much as I have very, very light skin. And I have gotten very sunburnt just walking to the mailbox and back into my house before. So camping.
We are indoor people.
Yes. So like, even though I would like the outdoors more, it requires a lot of sunscreen, and sometimes I just don't have the energy for that. And also, like, I spend most summers just smelling like that's my perfume, because there's no other way for me to survive in the outdoors. I need to move to a cold place.
I'm on Team Cold Place. That's why I'm wearing a poofy hat and a
parka.
And I'm so, let's stay warm. Like,
yeah. Because I am a counselor every summer, and I have to say, my girls are always constantly making fun of me because they're like, oh, Miss Amy's got to put more sunscreen on.
And the sun's the worst.
Yeah, I know.
Just for the record. It's not nice.
Who needs that vitamin D thing?
I know it like makes plants and blah, blah, blah. We'd all be dead without it, but I mean, calm down, son. I
turn into a tomato. I have gotten almost 3rd-degree burns from going swimming.
Anyway, we got really distracted.
Yeah, anyways, summer camp. Did you have any good experiences at summer camp that this reminded you of?
I never really went to like a real summer camp. We had some like church outdoor camps that I went to, and then for school we did one once that was for like a week, and that was just like the worst. That's just the worst. I'm not a camper. I'm just not. Bugs always loved me, so.
Yeah, but summer camp, like you didn't have like cabins.
No, we had cabins. There's still bugs in cabins.
Yeah, but I love camp so much. It's so much fun.
I mean, I like doing the skits that they always make you do when you go camping.
Oh, see, I dislike that.
And like the singing around the campfire shenanigans.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
fun.
like, I want to make s'mores and I want to learn.
I don't even like marshmallows.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My favorite dessert is s'mores.
Well, you can
I make them on my
mine.
birthday every year.
You can have every s'more that I make.
I have a pillow shaped like a s'more. I don't know where it is right now, but I have a pillow that's shaped like a s'more.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I don't like them.
I'm sorry.
So there's no appeal.
I'm sorry.
And the worst thing on earth is campfire smoke.
Oh yeah, coughing, asthma, inhalers. Ugh, no.
Smelling like campfire smoke. Everything about it is unpleasant.
No. Yeah, no. I like the appeal.
Go back to the movie.
Anyways, movie, camp, good. Love Allison and Cody, and I think they were cute. And
they were so cute.
Like, I
loved when they had their like fight after they re-met.
Yes.
I loved it.
It's like, it's been 10 years, but there's a lot of pent-up aggression here.
I loved everything about it. I really did. Aside from the friend storyline. Oh, and Joy and Milo were so cute.
I know. I wish she would have had more to say. Like, I wish they both would have had more lines.
I wish they had cut out the pregnant lady and had more of them.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And I liked their idea they came up with it being company retreat, but also it being family time.
Right?
That was like some of my favorite summer trips was going, because my dad's a biology teacher. So we used to go to Catalina Island every year and study biology. And it was like not just the teachers, it was the teachers and all of the families, which was so much fun because, again, I'm a nerd, so I was studying biology. So I was having a great old time because I was hanging out with a bunch of high school biology teachers. But like also we were on an island. Like it was cool. And family work retreat, like that is a new like encompassing more than, it's bonding.
Yeah, I love everything about it. I love it. Good plan, good solution.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty excited.
And also, I don't know many people that want to just like go hang out with their coworkers for a week in the woods.
No,
like without their significant others at least, or something, or a friend.
Yeah. Plus, like, and then if you do it with just your friend or whatever, I mean your significant other, then you have to have someone to watch your kids, which is a huge pain in the butt. Whereas if you can bring them and, dump them off on a counselor, that's like a thing for you guys that you don't have to worry about.
Exactly. But yeah, I think it was a good idea. Yeah.
I really loved that you knew they were going to the minute he said it in the first part where he's like, that's going to be the cabin for me and my wife. You knew they were going to bring it back at the end. But I really liked that they paid it off.
It was so cute. So cute.
I loved it, but aside from the pregnant lady storyline, which was stupid.
Yeah, but other than that, fantastic. I loved it so much.
So how many balloons do you give it, Amy?
I gave it 8 balloons.
I gave it 8.2 balloons.
Oh my god. No, I'm kidding. All right, fine.
That pregnant lady storyline dragged it down though.
I know, it did for me too. I was like, oh. It's not like she was a bad actress or anything like that. It's just I didn't see why the storyline was there.
No, it just took away time from the people I cared about. Not
yeah,
that I
exactly.
I mean, like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get you. All right, well, okay, so today we were talking about the recent Up channel movie, Diagnosis Delicious. Woohoo.
Do
you want to take this one, Amber?
Yeah, sure. So, in this movie, it stars Maya Stojan, maybe that's how you say her name, and Ryan Rotman, and Nina is a doctor, a cardiologist who is so busy with work, and she's trying to become the new chief resident of heart, or just everything, I'm not sure. And she, is always trying to get her heart patients, her cardiology patients, to eat better and to live healthier lifestyles. And Dave is a chef who has been disgraced because he threw a steak at a critic's face. And he wrote a cooking book that is all about, eating healthy on the go. And for some reason, one of the board members is like obsessed with him. And it basically winds up that in order for Nina to get the promotion she wants, she has to convince Dave to do these series of cooking classes at the hospital. And for some reason, in order for him to agree, she has to learn how to cook from him.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of convoluted and silly. And then as a side note, her friend, who is a brain surgeon, and Pete from Smallville, whose character's name I don't remember, they are having trouble because of business.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone falls in love and they learn how to cook.
Okay, is it just me, or was there way too many storylines in this movie?
It was so much. It was a lot. I do have to say.
Yeah.
I was shocked and devastated that Stu died.
I know. I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I think that's the first time anyone's died in a made-for-TV movie that wasn't just in general. That's the only time anyone's died in a made-for-TV movie.
I was shocked. But also, there was the Stu storyline. There was the lady with the heart storyline. There was with her daughter. And then there was the other couple. And then the couple. And then there were the other people in the cooking class. And then
it was too much.
The nurse guy. And I was like, oh. It's a lot.
It was a lot.
It's a lot of people. And I just was like, I just want to see them cook more.
And then you were 98% through the movie, and then his ex-fiance shows up.
I know. I was like, who is this lady? We have 15 minutes left. What the heck?
Where'd she come from?
Exactly.
Why?
It was disappointing. It was disappointing to say the least.
Oh, I do have to say this. So everything was terrible. It wasn't. It was fine. It was fine.
It was fine.
But it drove me crazy how tiny the hospital bed that the heart transplant lady was sitting in.
Yeah.
Her feet were always crunched up at the bottom. So did they have to get like a pediatrics bed and just make use of it?
Oh, no.
It was really distracting to me every time she was in a scene. It was weird. And then I do have to say before I get to the one way good thing, I do have to say the ending was so abrupt.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, we have all these different things. We're fine.
Because all the conflict happened in the last 15 minutes. Like, literally.
And
it
then
was crazy.
They decided to resolve it in the next 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It was weird.
It was strange in a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
The cooking stuff, I enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I disliked this movie. There were actually a lot of things that I liked. I thought the actors did a pretty darn good job.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so many things happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very pleased with the choice that they made to have Nina be like, no, I get it. You're going to follow your dreams to Seattle. Like, we're fine. It's fine. Go. She wasn't a big baby about it. She wasn't sulky about it. It was a very mature response. And I really liked that.
I agree. I think it was very nice that she because she knows, I feel like too, what if she had gotten a job offer or something, it happens.
Yeah.
In life.
And they weren't even dating.
Yeah. So, exactly. I do think I think Luke came on a little strong.
He was crazy. Okay. Yeah. The whole thing was irritating. I totally understand her perspective that mm-hmm. he always bails on me.
Yeah.
And this is not something that's going to change really.
No, it's not. Exactly.
So their solution of him being like, I'm just telling him I have to call him back later. Maybe that'll last, but I doubt it. And if that's not what she wants, then she needs to move on. And if it's what she wants, then she needs to stop complaining about it.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like he should have given her though a little bit more time before he decided. Well, he shouldn't have been stalking her anyways, but he should have given her a little bit of space instead of just coming on so strong.
Did you also think it was super weird that she prepares his coffee for him? Or tea?
Yes. A little bit. Yeah.
I mean, there's one thing knowing how someone takes it, but the other is automatically being programmed to do it. It was not a good relationship. I don't blame Pete from Smallville for this, but I do blame his character in this show.
Yeah.
The girl. I
didn't believe in that relationship at all.
No. Doomed to fail.
Yeah. And you know what? Anyway. I'm sad? We had so many storylines in this movie, but you know what? Eric the nurse, he never got a love interest.
Eric the nurse was great.
Mm-hmm.
More Eric the nurse.
Exactly.
Oh, also there was the side love story with the heart transplant lady's daughter.
And the other realtor. We had realty in this movie as well.
So much.
We had doctors, we had chefs, we had realty, we had journalists, we had...
It was everything. They just threw it all in the kitchen sink.
Yeah. I do have to say, I laughed so hard at the video of him throwing the steak at the guy. It
was so crazy.
That was hilarious.
I know he's like, I just got worked up and I was like, I don't know that there's any reason why you should just throw a steak at someone's face.
It was funny, but I was also like,
it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. But it was so funny.
But I thought the actors did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yep.
How many balloons?
I gave it 5 balloons.
I gave it 5 balloons.
Holy poop. What?
Yeah. 5.0 balloons. It was 100% average, middle of the road.
Exactly. Agree. Completely.
The best thing about it was its name.
Yes. Completely. Yeah.
And that's it.
I wish they would have done a joke, or there would have been a joke in there or something where she said that she diagnosed him delicious or something.
Or it's, I don't know.
Or
Whatever.
she diagnosed
so good.
the chicken delicious or something.
You know, there was some potential if there had been some editing. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes more is a lot.
Yeah. I felt like they tried to push like 4 episodes of Grey's Anatomy into one.
Ooh, an entire season.
Yeah, exactly. We are talking about a movie today called Undercover Angel, and this movie is about an angel named Henry who goes undercover in order to help a newly divorced mom and her 10-year-old daughter. The mom's Robin, the daughter's Sophie. Or is it Sophie or Sophia?
I don't remember. Lila Fitzgerald.
I'm going to go with Sophie. And so he comes and he portrays a contractor, and, you know, he falls in love with the human, and, you know, the end. And the house gets fixed. And the daughter joins the soccer team. The end.
Side note, the guy at the hardware store and the gal at the hardware store.
Oh, yeah. The hardware store, big part of this movie because they're fixing up the house. And I have to say, that is one of my favorite side romances.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you said that, because the way you were setting it up, I was a little worried that you were going to say, no, I love them. I literally in my notes wrote, I heart T plus I for I love Todd plus Izzy.
Yes, I loved the side romance because it was so cute and it made sense. Like it, and then also it was nice because, you know, the mom was new in this town. And so I love the character of Izzy and meeting her at the hardware store and stuff of now Robin, not only is she having a love interest and her daughters and, you know, all that other stuff, but also she's getting a friend. Apparently my cat wants to be part of this episode.
Sylvester, come on. You love Todd and Izzy too?
Yeah, apparently. That's what he was telling us. But yeah, I thought it was cool. And the character of Izzy I liked as well because then Robin also was gaining a friend and making new friends in the new town and everything, which I also enjoyed. So yeah, fantastic.
It was so good. And I absolutely am obsessed with Carl, the middle management angel guy up in heaven. He was, everything he did was it was hilarious. Not even just everything he did, but like the set design, his costuming choice, everything about heaven was incredible. And
then his like 90s computer that they spray painted completely white.
Amazing.
I was awesome. This is great.
It was amazing.
It was so good. I love this movie so much. Okay, one of my favorite parts of this was because, you know, Henry's an angel, so he can't feel pain and all this other stuff, right? So when he hit his head and he like, obviously the actor can actually feel pain. So I was like, when he's just like, oh yeah, totally, ow, or whatever, I was like, this is hilarious. This is so funny. And then when he got excited at the end because he kicked the table and he could feel it, I was like, yes, this is gold.
It was so good. And like, for me, one of the funniest scenes was when Henry was using magic to matchmake and like giving her a million meet cutes. I was dying. It was so funny to me.
Hilarious. Oh
Which
my gosh.
was your favorite meet cute?
When she ran into him, I don't know what his name was.
Well, I loved the guy giving her a ticket and then being like, just kidding. No ticket for you, lady. I don't know why. I thought that was so funny. And then they just kept doing them afterwards. I was dying. It was hysterical to me.
Yeah, it was cute. I just loved this whole thing. It was great. And yeah. It reminded me of, or at least the parts with Carl, reminded me of Julie Andrews in the Tooth Fairy movie.
Oh. What?
What? Remember the Tooth Fairy movie with The Rock and Julie Andrews? Do you not remember that movie?
How is there a movie with Julie Andrews and The Rock and I haven't seen it?
Yeah, it's called Tooth Fairy.
This is everything. This changes the whole course of the universe for me.
Okay, comment below if you want Amber to watch the Tooth Fairy movie.
I'll watch the Tooth Fairy movie.
I
I'll
can't
watch the
believe
Tooth Fairy movie, record myself watching it, and then Amy will edit it for you.
Okay, great.
We'll see if it's fun or not.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Did you almost die when they kissed, like,
Yes.
halfway through the movie?
Yes. And also I was like, you go, girl, because she, like, instigated that. I was like, yes.
Mama don't mess.
No,
Mama don't
she
mess
did
around.
not. She's like, yes. I loved it. Yeah. I also liked the way, like, because her ex-husband called and asked for money. And I love the way she responded to him. I know it hurt the daughter's feelings, but at the same time, like, your ex-husband calls and asks for money, you, like, yeah. I think she gave him a good response.
I agree.
I think she was, like, a very, power, like, very powerful, strong mother, woman figure. I liked it.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I only have one more note, which was from Todd. Forms are fun. And then I did a heart around it because I loved it so much. Forms are fun, Todd.
Yes. Fill them out. I'm, like, so excited. I told my mom this year I literally want to fill out the census.
It's going to be amazing.
I know, right?
Do you know what the best and greatest moment of my entire life day was?
What?
When we got a Nielsen, like, media survey thing to fill out where they do the rating, like, to see, like, this is how many people have watched the show, blah, 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 blah. The week we got picked to do that, and I was like, we watched this show. Don't cancel it because we watched it. I loved it. It was the greatest.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so this movie reminded me, and how much I loved it, of Snowman's. Do you feel any of that same kind of, like, comic energy?
I don't think I've seen Snowman's.
What?
The
The one with the snowman?
Does that have Andrew
Jesse
Walker in it?
Hutch?
No. Never seen it.
What? Amy.
Was it on Us?
I think it was Ion.
Ion? Okay. I think that was the first year I was on the podcast, and I didn't have whatever channel it was on, because I know you two told me to keep watching it, but I never did.
I'm going to see what channel it was on. Yeah, it was Ion.
Yeah, and I think that was in 2017, so I didn't have...
Correct.
I didn't have that channel at the time.
Well, I bought it. You can just buy that movie on DVD.
Well, I know, but, you know.
You're not made of gold. Like
I was more broke in 2017 than I am now.
Anyway, it just has that same sort of, like, comedic energy and heart and, like, supernaturalness.
Yeah, I like the supernatural.
It tickles my bones.
Yeah, I wish we got more movies with a little bit of the supernatural element, because I enjoy, you know, they don't have to go full on, like, witch, but I, like, enjoy some of the whimsy of, like, the imagination. Come on, guys. Be imaginative.
And, like, I would love if they would do something with flippin'. Like, I would love for them to do some sort of sci-fi movie.
Yes.
I know it's not the right demographic, but I would love it.
It'd be great, though. It would be fantastic.
Anyway, back to actually what this movie is. That's how much we loved it. It's just inspired us.
Yeah. It was great.
How many balloons?
I gave it 8.5.
I gave it 9.3.
Wow.
Yeah. Them's a lot of balloons.
That's almost Christmas movie
art.
Christmas. That's like...
That is almost Christmas movies Christmas. Like, I loved it. I finished watching it and I said, Mom, let's go watch this movie. And she said, we don't have time. And I said, we'll make time.
That's great. Yeah. Yep. Loved it.
It's so good.
So great.
I don't really have anything else to say other than I loved it.
I don't either. Fantastic. It's fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Let us know what you thought in the comments. And we will see you guys all with our April movies.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for listening or watching this episode of Hallmarkies. If you want to hear more about Once Upon an Upside, you can go check out Once Upon an Upside on their social medias on Instagram or Twitter at OUA Upside, as well as each of these mini reviews are split into individual episode over on the Once Upon an Upside YouTube channel. If you want to hear more from the Hallmarkies podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at Hallmarkies Pod or on Instagram, YouTube, and now TikTok at Hallmarkies Podcast. We also have a Patreon, so if you want to help support our podcast, you can go over to patreon.com/Hallmarkies and help support us, as well as we have merch, Hallmarkies merch, Postables related merch, When Goes the Heart related merch. We're working on some Upside merch, so if you want to buy some merch to help support us, you can go ahead and do that, and we will have the link in the description as always. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we love you, Hallmarkies. Hope you're doing your best to stay happy and healthy, and we will see you with another new video very soon. If you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at It's Amy Craig, and if you want to hear more from Amber, you can go on over to Twitter at Amber Brainwaves. Bye guys, love you.